A lone voice rose in the darkness of exile, proclaiming warnings and hope with unshakable resolve. Ezekiel, the prophet priest, stood as a watchman over Israel, a sentinel of divine truth in a time of despair. His words, often startling and filled with powerful imagery, carried the weight of both judgment and restoration. Ezekiel lived during one of the most turbulent periods in Israel's history. The Babylonian conquest had shattered Jerusalem, and its people were taken into captivity. Amidst this devastation, God appointed Ezekiel as a spiritual sentinel, tasked with delivering messages that would challenge, convict, and ultimately restore the hearts of the exiles. His role was clear: to warn the people of impending consequences while also offering the promise of renewal. A watchman's duty was to stay vigilant, observing the horizon for approaching danger and alerting the people. Ezekiel embodied this role, but instead of guarding a city's walls, he guarded the spiritual well-being of Israel. His visions, such as the Valley of Dry Bones and the restored temple, painted vivid pictures of divine intervention and future redemption. These messages were not mere predictions, they were calls to repentance and renewal. Ezekiel's task was not easy. His prophecies were met with resistance, for truth often disturbs those unwilling to change. Yet, his faithfulness to God's command never wavered. He performed dramatic symbolic acts, endured personal suffering, and spoke words that cut to the core of Israel's sin. One of his most striking visions is the Valley of Dry Bones, where God asks, "Can these bones live?" Ezekiel watches as lifeless skeletons come together, flesh covering them, and breath enters them once more. This vision symbolized Israel's spiritual revival, a promise that no matter how desolate their situation seemed, God's power could restore them. Beyond warnings and visions, Ezekiel also revealed the character of God, his justice, holiness, and mercy. He demonstrated that divine judgment is never arbitrary but always aimed at correction and restoration. The exile, painful as it was, became a refining fire, meant to draw the people back to their Creator. What can we learn from Ezekiel's unwavering commitment? His life teaches us the weight of responsibility in speaking truth, even when it is uncomfortable. It shows us that warnings, when given with love and purpose, can lead to transformation. In our world, where moral and spiritual challenges abound, Ezekiel's watchman role remains relevant. Are we willing to stand as watchmen in our own lives, speaking truth even when it is difficult? How can we embrace the lessons of Ezekiel and become voices of wisdom and restoration in our time?